Got it. What are you doing? Dabs?
Mm-hmm.
Start with dabs first, and then we'll do news.
Dabs and news. News and dabs. Super original.
It's gonna be really hard starting off with dabs.
You're gonna mess with the news because you're new.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, professional.
Speak for yourself.
Excuse me. I'll just talk to myself.
What?
Huh? The torch actually didn't sound super loud on the camera.
You go first.
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 You go first. I'll go second. Ladies first.
Hit it?
Oh yeah. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Our first news article today that Sylvia found us is talking about eBay saying it will continue to ban people from selling CBD products on their website. Which is kind of weird, seeing as everyone is selling CBD products right now, even gas stations. Like I see CBD e-cigs and stuff all the time now. See CBD beer at bars.
I mean, it's just because they don't want the government like cracking down on them, right? I'd imagine.
Is that what it is?
I mean, I'd imagine.
The government messing with them.
Yeah. I mean, unless like the person at eBay is some shady person that just hates weed, you know.
It looks like Square. You know that payment. You know those little payment processor, the Square thing. It says they're actually trying to work to make it simpler to market hemp-derived goods.
Good for them.
Good for Square, man. Way to go, Square.
So when I was at the dispensary, I won't say which dispensary and which bartender for their confidentiality / security / privacy purposes, but I talked to a bartender that moved out here from Virginia 3 years ago to, you know, be in the industry or whatever. Well, he was telling me that now he doesn't talk to the whole family, including his sister, that's the DEA agent. But before they stopped talking to him, she called him up one day and asked him, like, hey, what do you think about CBD, blah, blah, blah. I guess apparently she made like a big investment in a CBD company.
The DEA agent did?
Yeah, but she was like, don't tell anyone because, you know, if her job finds out that she did, then she could lose her job. And yeah, like, so stupid.
That's so crazy.
Right.
Why be like that? Now that it's legal, people are all about, well, it's not even legal, but people just think they can make money, which they can't most of the time. Most of these people won't make money, so we'll see what happens. All right, so anyways, eBay not letting you sell CBD products anymore, or continuing to not let you sell CBD. I guess they've been taking down ads, so poop on eBay, but Square processing payment app is pretty dope because they're supporting it, so. Supporting CBD products, not supporting eBay cracking down on CBD products. Google is cracking down on weed delivery apps in the Play Store. I don't know about this because the Weed Tube app, what's it called? The Weed Tube, right?
I don't know.
The app that's the YouTube app for weed
videos,
the Weed Tube. Their app got taken down from the Google Store, and they don't even do that's not technically not a delivery app. But yeah, it's weird that the Weed Tube was gonna crack down. I got cracked down on just for doing whatever.
Wait, is Google the same thing as YouTube?
Google owns
eBay?
YouTube.
eBay?
No, I don't think so. I don't know who owns eBay, or if eBay still owns eBay, or someone bought eBay. I'm sure we could Google it and find out. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, the Weed Tube doesn't even do delivery stuff yet. They still got pulled off the app. So it's obviously they're just targeting cannabis in general, it kind of seems like. I would think the Google App Store, even though the Weed Tube have nothing to do with delivery, that because it challenges their YouTube platform, kind of, in a way, right? In a sense.
Competition.
Right? They would be like, nope.
I don't know, I feel like it's competition, and then in some ways it's really not competition, because it's completely different, right?
It's like you guys don't even want weed stuff on your platform, so why would you put weed stuff on? Yeah, why would you care if another app is posting weed videos? Like, that's so dumb.
So dumb.
So anyways, Google supposedly is cracking down on their app store and removing, like, weed delivery apps, which Weed Maps would fall under that, right?
I think so.
So yeah. Anything weed related.
Yeah.
This article specifically is saying they're really trying to crack down on just the weed delivery apps, but
I think
if they shut down the weed too, then they probably don't. They're probably trying to crack down a little bit on everything.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that rolls out. We all know from YouTube that's a pain in the ass. But our YouTube channel's still up, so I guess it's kind of okay. So the eBay's thing is they're like, well, it's federally regulated in a lot of countries, not just the U.S. And since they're a global company, they just, because it's regulated in so many places, they don't want to like step on toes or something. I don't know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Something like that. Or I'll put this up so you can read the next one.
Anyway, so the next one is piece of news is kind of the opposite of the first two. The state of Illinois is moving closer to becoming the next state to legalize marijuana on a recreational level. They have passed a bill that has went through the Senate and now is going to the House for voting.
Do they have medical already?
I think so. Yeah.
So this is an addition? Okay.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Way to go, Chicago. Is that
Chicago.
Kanye's hometown?
That way when you're stuck inside and it's -30 below fucking freezing, you can smoke some weed and chill.
Oh, that's interesting. The bill would allow adults 21 and older to purchase and possess 30 grams of cannabis. So an ounce and 2 grams.
An ounce and 2 grams? It's not bad.
And then
5 grams of concentrate.
500 milligrams of THC.
That's a lot.
Edibles. So yeah, that is a lot compared to here. Oregon needs to step their game up, dude.
Oh, but that's only residents. So that's kind of cool. It's not even just medical. It's just residents. And then if you're non-resident, half of all those amounts. So you'd only be able to have 15 grams of cannabis, 2.5 grams of concentrate.
See,
but 250 milligrams is still really good.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
We're visiting or whatever.
Oregon here, you know? And it's like, this is the best part. The measure would also pardon individuals with convictions for amounts of cannabis under 30 grams. And then you can also petition. You can hire a lawyer and petition for any cases with 500 grams or less. So
okay.
That's,
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. Congratulations, Illinois.
I know. Arizona.
Maybe you guys will get it.
Totally.
Moving on up in the world. Okay, Colorado. Legal pot industry is now open to outside investors.
So that just means that money could come in from the outside in now, right?
Yeah, I guess that, prior to this passing, the only money that you could use to invest in a cannabis business in Colorado was if the money came from people in Colorado. But I'm sure there's ways around that, like starting an LLC in Colorado and then funding it. I don't know. I'm sure there's loopholes people found, but this will definitely open the gates for any big investors who are kind of not trying to jump through loopholes or shady areas to try to get their money in the state. Now have free reign, which is exactly what Oregon started as. Not started, but they definitely opened up outside money pretty early on. And that's why so many people rushed to Oregon too, is because there was no restriction on whatever state you came from. Like you could get money from any state and come here and start a business in cannabis, and it was fine. And you could take money from outside investors in different states, which is how a lot of these places got funded. So Colorado's about to be on that same boat. They already have established industry, somewhat established, so it'll be interesting to see if it's like new people come in there with new money trying to start new stuff, or just people come in and buy in or buy out all these farms that are already there.
But how much would it be to buy in and buy out a farm like Rare Dankness? Remember?
Rare Dankness would be a lot, I think, because they're
tuna fish can.
I mean, they spend a lot of money on their build out, so I'm pretty sure they're still probably in debt, if anything. They're still trying to probably claw all out of debt, but who knows? Who knows? But it would be pretty big, because I feel like if it was our size operation in Colorado, someone's just gonna buy it and we had it turnkey and everything built out, easily 400 grand, you know? Easily. If it was all like built out and ready, you know? And that's like super small. So if you had a big place with packaging, labeling, I mean, they have the dispensary inside too.
Do they own their land?
I would assume they own the land that they're on, because they own they did it all, you know?
Yeah.
So Colorado's gonna get some flooded money coming in, and that'll be interesting.
I don't know enough about this. Eliada, ELIADA. It's basically an orphanage entity of some sort that's funded a lot by the government, about 80%.
87%.
87%, so that's a lot. So apparently it was started 115 years ago, and it was an orphanage for children, and they had Eliada farms as a part of this whole deal, and what they did was they grew food to feed to these kids. Now there's Eliada homes, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's like a homemaking non-profit company. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'll have to look more into that. But anyways, so they started farming to feed these children, and then once the company or this charity or this foundation became big enough, they stopped farming. And now they made the news because they said that they were going to start farming again in their domes and their fields, but they're going to farm hemp.
Gonna farm hemp instead.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, well, okay, I guess they're just gonna farm hemp to like resell it.
To make money, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I guess the big controversy here is that it's a government-funded agency. Well, you know,
It's a government, yeah, mostly government funded. But then it says in here that they're concerned about all the cutbacks and stuff that's changing in the government. And they think they're not going to be getting as much money soon.
Yeah. So they're
trying to find a new way to make money, basically. And he says they wanted to do something farming because they farmed in the past, but and they didn't want to open, like, he makes a joke about like opening a thrift store or something, and he's like, we want to do something that's actually farming and going to make money, and hemp just seemed like the right avenue for them. They're trying to make $100,000 in the first year.
Founded in the 1940s to grow vegetables as part of the World War II effort.
Yeah, and then supposedly the greenhouses there, the hydroponic setup is like state of the art, super nice.
Look at that.
What?
That picture.
This
Or the
picture?
kids.
Oh, this?
No, not that.
This one.
With the horse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's aquaponic setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, super cool. But the guy who set it all up isn't there anymore, I don't think. But they all know how to run it. They taught the kids how to grow vegetables in there. So
That's pretty cool.
now they're gonna start growing hemp in there, and hopefully it works out for them. Hopefully they can sell it. And
kids growing hemp, that's bad.
they're basically gonna grow and process hemp into CBD oil. Is what they're trying to do, right? But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So yeah, it did say up here they serve 600 kids, all from the ages of newborn to 22.
That's pretty cool.
So
that's really cool.
So that'll be, yeah. So give them some support. Hopefully they actually end up making some money.
Yeah.
Supporting those kids. Oh, TSA. What's going on with the TSA?
Well, this is actually pretty cool because I don't know how true this is. I haven't tested it out by necessarily walking through TSA with CBD and telling them that it was CBD to see if they're going to take it away. But in the news it says that they're going to allow you to carry CBD on your carry-on. Now this article says some. What does that mean? Some.
Oh, they must be hemp derived, and it must be part of, like, basically the 2018 Farm Bill is what it's saying.
So how do you know that that's a part of the Farm Bill? Go down.
Oh, how do they know?
Yeah, products that contain bacteria oil.
Or FDA approved or generally legal and can fly.
So.
But yeah, so they're not gonna know. Obviously, it's kind of up to them. It's up to their discretion how they want to deal with it. But they've generally taken the stance recently that they're not looking for any illegal drugs, marijuana or other stuff. They're not trying to find it, at least. They're more concerned about safety than they are about drugs, right? So
I'm not the one that's ever tried. We're pretty, I feel like, safe. But yeah, we've had friends that have traveled to Texas with slabs of oil.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff and no problem.
So
like, obviously if you upset the TSA, they will gladly go get local law enforcement and hassle you.
It could be a problem.
Yeah, that could be a problem. But if you just tell them it's CBD, they're saying they're gonna allow anything that's hemp-derived, basic CBD stuff on the planes. No questions asked. So I'm sure they'll ask me some questions. But that's cool though. At least they're just saying, we're not worried about it, which is, good for the TSA.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you guys. This is local news. We don't have much local news. This just happened. So we said the Cultivation Classic. Maybe 1 year we'll be able to do something like this. But what is the cultivation classic? It's just like basically a grow off kind of thing.
I feel like, and I feel like they have like extra classes or not shows, but like speakers and stuff like that. Just basically an industry event, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool, and it's every year here in Oregon. Super awesome event. They do have an Instagram at Cultivation Classic, so go check them out. But yeah, congratulations to all the winners of that. And this is what their posters look like, so you can kind of see. They basically have a shot of the bud. They'll show you the terpene profile, all the testing and everything. It's pretty cool. I guess they don't have the posters out yet, but if you go to their Instagram, you can see all these posts here of all the different buds they tested and stuff. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. And then another thing that's coming up is Natural Farming Cubed. What's Natural Farming Cubed?
It's the Master Cho. If you guys aren't sure who Master Cho is, he's the starter of the Korean National Farming method. He and his, I don't know if it's not his dad, right? It's got to be his two sons, son and daughter. I think it's son and daughter because that last name, Son Young Cho, sounds like a girl. Yeah. Anyhow, so it's the three of them. They're going to be holding a class. It says their first North American tour. They're going to be doing the Williams, Oregon one on the 20th and 21st. And they're going to be doing the Washington, I forget where it was at. The weekend after that, the weekend of the 27th, 28th.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be at $49. I think it's $119 for the whole weekend. And
it's
$49.
Pretty affordable.
That's really cheap
for what you're gonna get. And like most of the stuff they do, like Master Cho does all his classes, like even in Hawaii, are really affordable. They're not like $1,000, $2,000 for something like crazy. They're super affordable. So. And filled with good information. And this one in Williams, Oregon is super Southern Oregon. So if you're in Southern Oregon, this is definitely the one you want to go to. But like we're up towards Portland, so we would actually want to go to the one the next weekend, which is in Washington, but it's actually closer to the northern part of Oregon than it would be to drive all the way down to Oregon. So if we could get one of our parents to fly here and babysit, we are going to try to go to this event. But if we can't, then we probably won't be able to go. So. We'll see what happens. But if you can make it, you should definitely check it out. To have all three of them doing a class together is you're probably not going to get that very often.
So the one in Washington is Rochester.
Rochester, Washington, okay. Mm-hmm. Which is a lot closer to us than driving all the way down to Williams. So, but yeah, check those things out. Be cool stuff.
That'd be really cool to go, yeah.
Be really cool to go. And yeah, I think that's... There was, there's this other thing at the Cannabis Club that I always forget about that I wanted to mention. Oh, and we always forget about the GML show. So we didn't even have the GML show last week. I guess it doesn't matter. But we do try to do the GML show every week on Fridays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's just a grow show if you don't know. People ask questions and we just talk about growing for the most part unless we get off on a tangent or something. But
you can ask any question you want. Lots of different style growers on there, as well as they do give out some badass lights, like almost every week or every other week or
horticulture lighting group.
All the time.
Always giving out HLG 550s, which are like $1,000 lights. Oh my gosh, I mean, they might have changed the price a little bit, but they're still.
How come I can't apply to win one?
You can apply to win one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Man, I'm trying to find that Portland Cannabis Tasting Club, or what is it?
You mean, are you talking about the club, the Northwest Cannabis Club?
No, they do like some type of tasting every month at the Cannabis Club. Ah, shit. Of course, dude, I see a million posts of it, and now the one time I want to fucking find a post.
Done.
Yeah, there's not a single fucking Instagram, dude. What kind of algorithm is this? Give up. Whatever. We'll find it. I'll put it in the edited video on YouTube. There we go, when I find it.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, check them out. That's all for the news for this week.
It's his granddaughter.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his granddaughter.
Yeah, so
it's...
that makes sense.
Good job. High five. There we go. 2 weeks in a row. Count it.
I'm high.
So he's so high. She probably didn't even talk that much.
I did talk a lot. But now I'm
You missed
hungry.
it. Yeah, we just finished the news. Sorry. Now we're gonna go eat, and our baby's still napping. Yes. So we probably have another 5 or 10 minutes to find food, maybe. You know, eventually we'll maybe do it on a schedule. Like we'll say this day at this time we're gonna do the news, but right now it's kind of like we're gonna try to do it on Thursdays whenever the baby goes down for a nap.
What
And
was
we
last
can.
week on Tuesday?
Yeah.
So
It'll Tuesday to Thursday, maybe Friday if we don't get it done.
just to be
Tuesday to
honest,
Thursday.
it was
Just the-
Tuesday and then
Yeah.
Thursday and then whenever.
It's whenever
Ava
like
goes
we're
down for a
both
nap.
able to be here and we can put the baby down for a nap and we have the time to just knock it out. But eventually maybe a schedule, right? We'll work on it. Well, we can afford a babysitter on the regular.
That'd be nice.
We'll put it on the schedule. So
Ooh.
until then, you just gotta, if you turn notifications on or just check it out on YouTube or after we do it on here. Peace out. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the weekend that's coming up. And yeah, we'll see you on the GML show tomorrow if he has it.